Golding Bays, page 32, Halacha Bays. Tzitzis shel pishtim. If the tzitzis, the strings are made of linen, tzemer chelim. It's made of sheep's wool. Pochim b'chol mini begodim. Right, that is rubber. If the garment, regardless of what it's made of, according to Ramah, the Ramah rules that whatever the material may be, it's a chiv d'oraisa to put tzitzis. Cotton, rayon, canvas, whatever it is, begin shel dal kanfus, you have to put tzitzis on. So if the tzitzis are wool or linen, so you fulfill the mitzvah of tzitzis, because it says semru pishus. It says two things there. It says min konof. The tzitzis have to be the min konof. It has to be the same material as the corner, but yet it says semru pishtim. So the Gemara says, Rava says, if it's not semru pishtim, it's not wool or linen, then it has to be min konof. It's cotton, you need cotton tzitzis. But if it's semru pishtim, regardless of what the garment's made of, the tzemer pishtim qualify to be the tzitzis. Okay, chutz mi pishtim, mishel pishtim l'tzemer. But if you have a woolen garment, you're not permitted to put pishtim tzitzis because you're creating shatnez, or shel tzemer l'pishtim, or wool tzitzis on what? On a linen garment. Bizman hazer, the leket tchelis. Okay, because we have no tchelis. Normally we say asay dochalos asay. That's only if the mitzvah is done in its full bishleimus. Memnei shem chalayim hago v'yesh omrim shel lasus tzitzis shel pishtim klal. Others say you should never make strings of pishtim, even put it on a cotton garment. Afil b'shar mirim v'ochinog, because you never know, because it's a siyog, it's a fence, because you may end up putting it on what, on a woolen garment, and they're creating shatnez. Go ahead.
Okay, we know in the Chumash when it says Av Hayom Hazeh, the mamish means till today. So can we? This is the Chumash compared to Mishna Berura. We say, in other words, we think we may have tailors today, but it says Bisman Hazeh, meaning today that we really are not real tailors. But people are calling tailors as real tailors.
Okay, we'll leave it for another time. That discussion.
So far.
It's not story time now. Okay, let's see. Base.
Where's the potion?
If you need a guest speaker in London, there's the guy.
Happy birthday to Cindy. You know that show?
Could you make a trailer? Could you use it in time when you have trailers? Could you make the trailers, the linen tzitzis can have trailers?
No, it's explicit Gemara. Tzitzis, tchelis is only a wool. Only a wool.
9:2.
Okay.
Bisman Hazeh, the leket tailors.
They shel tzemer, habach kosov. Came dish poskim machmirim b'zeh shlasas afil tzitzis shel tzemer l'shar minim. Came shenamino here. Bach cites the poskim who say that if you have another type of material, cotton, you should not make wool tzitzis. Here, fil tzitzis shel tzemer l'shar minim came shenamino kavur b'Eis Yosef al kein lo yivorech rak al talis tzemer v'tzitzis tzemer. So you should only say a bracha if the tzitzis and the talis are made of wool. But if you have wool tzitzis on a cotton garment, you should not say a bracha. But that's not our minhag. The custom is what? We have wool tzitzis, we put them on over godim, and we say a bracha. Rabo gam kosev shishloko b'zevchin mashma b'sefer ma'aserav. That's the going. B'zman hazeh, pirish b'zman sho yetchele sho yotzorach latel arba chutim. Shnei chutim lovan, right? You have 4 strings. When you make tzitzis, you have 4, right? It's 4 strings which are doubled, so you have 8. Shnei chutim lovan, shnei chutim. Remember we had earlier. We spoke about the Mechaber says you have to separate the tzitzis, right? If they're entangled, every morning you should separate. Why do you separate them? Because at one time when you had tchelis, so to be able to see which strings are tchelis, which strings are white, you had to separate. Because they're intermingled, you don't see the full tchelis string because it's covered partially by the string that's not dyed, right? This is Tzadik Yafrit Tzitzios B'chol Yom Tobit, right? That's the acronym of tzitzis, right? Tzadik Yafrit Tzitzios B'chol Yom Tobit. V'utzemer tzavua b'dam chalozon. V'oy miskayim al yidei tzitzis karoi. So when you had tchelas, that's how one fulfilled the mitzvah properly. Hitir al bona ator al hatal hashnaim shalovon bein mitzemer bin pishton. So the Torah says, regardless, whatever it was, even though you were creating shatnez, wasn't a problem. Bein bebeget tzember beget pishtim. Uli yishomrim shizocher ramo b'sif aleph. The yishomrim which Ramo cited, that we rule that, like Rava, that regardless of what the garment's made of, it's a chiv d'oraisa to wear tzitzis. The whole mine begodim chayiv midoraisa afilu vehem hoyos muto lonu min haTorah tzitzis shel tzemer pishtim yachtov. Let's say a person had 2 strings wool, just 2 strings linen, and you wanted to put it on in a cotton garment because you didn't have anything else. You were permitted, because since you put chelas on 2 of those 4 strings, that's fulfilling the mitzvah properly. But today that we have no tchelas, lo shari lo kalayim, therefore it's not permitted. Okay? That's why I think the briskers are machmir. Shabbos they don't wear tzitzis for that reason. They don't wear tzitzis because it's a question. The Gemara says if your tzitzis become possible on Shabbos, let's say the strings tear, you're not permitted to wear. If you wear it in the Rosh Hashanah, you're in violation of transporting. Why? Because tzitzis are considered an ornament. They're ornamenting the garment. What about if it's considered, the apostle says it's not ornamenting it? So if that's the case, you're actually transporting. You're transporting the strings. So you're not permitted if it's possible. So what about if on a Torah level, you're not fulfilling the mitzvah? It's not bishlei musa. It's a chumrah because factually, minimally, rabbinically, you're fulfilling it. Right? You are fulfilling it. It's only regarding kilayim, one doesn't put chelis, because without chelis you can't make the combination. So it's not bishlei musa. We only thoroughly permits shatnez when it's bishlei musa, when you fulfill the mitzvah in its complete way. I'm not sure what. Yeah. I don't think so. It's a company that was a shear to worry about the shear. It's not the right size. Afilu shamirim hatam. Now he says, some say that the tzitzis should never be made of wool. It's always the material of the garment. That's the string should be made of the same material. But Ramos says that's not the custom. The custom is we put wool tzitzis on all begodim except if it's linen. Hatam di tzemer shenira kein meshi. You have this. So you have a certain type of very fine wool. It appears to be silk. So mistakenly, uviyovel lahatu bo tzitzis shel pishton. Sheizvu shumeshi. The person will take a linen string together with this silk string and put it on the garment. V'yekalai v'fizeh b'sharminim shenem meshi yesh lahatir. V'yesh otam emacherim ay beis Yosef bach v'taz d'vreim yesh lachmen gam b'sharminim chasatchak yesh lismul al-mekilin kosvel yurab v'ayim seif v'aysarav shagrohi gamkein mina metkilim b'seh. Okay, now it's interesting. You know, there's a talis which all the Hasidic Rebbes wear. Certainly, it's called the Turkish talis. It's a very coarse wool. It's not heavy, not thick. It's very coarse. Why? Because it was known. There's a historical fact. In Turkey, they did not plant flax. No flax was planted in Turkey. I don't know today. At one time, it wasn't. So therefore, the talesim, the wool that was processed, or the fabric, wool fabric it was impossible that it should be intermingled with linen. Not even a thread. So it was like an extreme chumrah that when they would have the talesim, the fabric was made spun and woven in Turkey for that reason. That's why it's called the Turkish talis. But actually, it feels like an inferior quality type of material. It's very hard and very, very coarse. There's a Chubas Chassam Sofer. There's a response in the Chassam Sofer where somebody had written them. There was a certain community, they were makbid, that the person, the Shlich Tzibur, goes over, he should not wear woolen clothing, and they should be white. It's a chumrah in the community, because you never know, maybe the Shlich Tzibur is wearing shatnez. So by not wearing wool, so you never have to worry about it.
You just not wear linen.
No, but you never know.
More wool than have linen clothes.
No. Suit is checked, right? What do you check it? Because it's possible that even a thread causes it to be considered shatnez and white. See, they're right to come. So is there a basis such a chumrah? He says there's no basis. There's no basis. You know? So it's like just you want to create things which are baseless. I mean, that's what it is. Okay? Gimel. Tzitzis shel sharminim ein pochim el b'minom. If the strings are made of another type of material, it only absolves the garment that's made of the same material. Go meshi. The beged meshi. If tzitzis is made of silk, if you have a silk garment, silk tzitzis, the strings will actually be sufficient. The tzemer geffen, cotton tzitzis for a cotton garment. Avol shlo b'minom ein pochim. But to use a type of material on a garment which is not the same material, it does not absolve it. And according to, let's say, the Ramah way we ruled, the Ramah, it's a chiv d'oraisa. So it's the equivalent of wearing a garment without tzitzis. If it's wool covers every garment. But if it's any other material other than wool, it has to be the same material as the garment is made of itself.
You put on a cotton beged, wool tzitzit.
Sure, of course, wool covers everything.
Wool covers everything. Why is that?
It's based on psukim. That was the Mishna Berura yesterday. Of course, Torah uses two terminologies. It says min konof. Min means the min means the species of the corner. So that means the Torah is saying that the tzitzis have to be made of the same material as the garment. Then it says semru pishtim regarding tzitzis. So the Gemara asks, is it one or the other? So Gemara says if it's wool linen, it covers every garment. If it's not wool or linen, it has to be made of the same material. Okay.
Practically, now that you use full surface and you don't put it on, and you don't use the linen garment. So you can't.
It's interesting today. I mean, it's definitely cheaper to make cotton tzitzis than wool tzitzis, right? So why is it wool? I mean, the answer is because wool is very durable. It lasts very long. Wool, cotton, it's just a question of time. Even if it's kofel shmona, it's an 8-ply string. It's not going to last. You wash it once or twice. Even wool tzitzis over time, they tear easily. You know, if you wash it many times, tzitzis, the string gets elongated, and eventually it tears very easily. Okay, that's an older beged. You really have to be careful when you check it to make sure it's there, because with a slight pull, the string tears.
The garment that has reinforced corners. You have to see what material the reinforced corners.
It's understood. But that's totally responsible. Whoever made that garment, it's usually reinforced with cotton. Yeah. Im hiteld hatalas shel shar minim sos tzitzis minu ktsas misemer shpishtim. They should stop it. Interesting shaila. Yeah. You have garment made of wool, of cotton. 2 of the tzitzis are wool, and 2 of the tzitzis are cotton. Is it all cotton or all wool, or you could have a combination of both? So the Mechaber says Yeshel Stabik. It's not simple. You could question, is it a valid garment or not valid? Valid tzitzis or not? Seemingly should be okay, right? I mean, if they both qualify, so why can't you combine the wool and the linen, or whatever material it's made of? It's in Mishna Berura Yeshel Stabik. Ki ein kan min konof. Gam gedilum taseloch mem enum legamri. Because Torah says min konof. The tzitzis should be min konof. If it's not min konof, it says gedilim tasaloch, tzemru pishtim. So you're not addressing. That's the question. What does it mean? Does it mean it could be A and B? What does it mean? It's A or B. That's the question. How to read the pasuk. What the pasuk is saying? Min konof. Or is it gedilim tasaloch, tzemru pishtim? Each one independent. Well, no. Since each one qualifies, you can even combine them. Gam gedilim tasaloch mehem enum legamri vayber tzechoim shkosev dim oser. Shnei chutim mino, shnei chutim tzemer shapet domi. Ayin sham mimusin tani. He says, what about if you have 2 of the strings are cotton and 2 of the strings are wool? It's not one corner has wool and one corner has cotton, but each one is comprised of cotton and wool. The Arzachaim, which is the Malbim, says it's not a question. It's definitely kosher, because there each corner is min konof and semer pishtim. Here it's not A, it's not B. to be
Is that
continued.
that together, like tied together or not, does that make it like one material?
No. I think they have a better edition than that.